watching Izwi Newsroom Africa, the voice of Africa, and this is a breaking news update. Tensions are escalating beyond the Eastern Cape, as reports emerge of protests linked to the Nigerian High Commission, and claims that an apology may have been issued, following the controversial Igbo king situation. But what is confirmed, and what remains unclear? Stay with us as we break down the latest developments. Good evening, and welcome to Izwi Newsroom Africa. We bring you a breaking development in the ongoing controversy surrounding the alleged Igbo king installation, which has already sparked protests in parts of the Eastern Cape. In the latest update, attention has now shifted beyond East London, following reports circulating on social media that a protest may have taken place outside the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa. According to these circulating reports, groups of individuals allegedly gathered to express their concerns and opposition to the situation, particularly regarding the reported coronation of a Nigerian national as a traditional leader in South Africa. However, at this stage, it is important to clarify that the details surrounding this alleged protest remain limited and have not been fully confirmed through official statements from law enforcement authorities or government departments. There has been no widely released confirmation regarding the scale of the protest, the number of participants, or whether any incidents occurred at or near the diplomatic premises. At the same time, separate claims have also been circulating online, suggesting that the Nigerian High Commission may have issued an apology in connection with the controversy.
So he's just there to celebrate their cultural activities, to celebrate themselves as cultural thing, not as a political institution, not as traditional institution. And that was why I said I offer our apology to the traditional institutions in South Africa. We say sorry to whatever has happened. The embassy will never in any way encourage undermining their authority or undermining their traditional institutions. No, we will not do that. So, because of this, His Excellency has been engaging. He even wrote a letter. I wouldn't know the title of the king, but he wrote a letter to him. And if you have looked at it, I've seen some of a deputy minister who also said, we have received a letter from the embassy that the High Commissioner, the acting High Commissioner, is willing to meet with the king to first and foremost offer apology and to declare our support for the traditional institutions in South Africa.
These claims have gained traction across social media platforms and have contributed to growing public discussion around the issue. However, as of now, there is no clearly verified formal public statement, widely confirmed by major official sources, detailing the nature, wording, or context of such an apology. It remains unclear whether any communication that may have taken place was official, informal, diplomatic, or potentially misinterpreted in online discussions. Authorities and credible information channels have not yet provided a detailed account confirming that an official apology has been formally issued. This has led to a situation where confirmed developments and unverified claims are circulating simultaneously, making it important for the public to distinguish between the two. What remains confirmed is that protests in East London linked to the alleged coronation have taken place, with political organisations, traditional leaders, and community members expressing concern about legality, governance, and cultural authority. The Eastern Cape Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs has already stated that the alleged coronation does not align with recognised legal processes governing traditional leadership in South Africa. Officials have emphasised that the matter is being addressed within the framework of the law and through appropriate governance structures. As the situation evolves, the emergence of reports involving a diplomatic location adds a new layer of sensitivity, particularly given the implications for international relations. Diplomatic missions, including high commissions, operate under specific legal protections and any protest activity in such areas is typically subject to strict regulations.
Putting our children into prostitution, drug trafficking, it's all over. It's because of Nigerians. That is the only thing that they trade in our country. You go in town, you go all over. You see them in the street, pretending as if they're selling this fake clothes. Underneath, there's drugs.
It's in the streets.
We go in our township, they're associated, integrated with our South Africans to push their syndicate of drugs. We need to come together if you people are meant to be here in our country to see this country peacefully. You make sure all those illegal foreign nationals who claim to be legal in our country, with the status that it needs to be audited, you need to get involved because it's your duty to ensure that all Nigerians that are coming here, that are with a visa on a purpose, whether they're here for the visit or for trade, then after a period of certain time, they must leave. Yeah. But you're not doing that as diplomat.
For this reason, authorities are expected to approach the situation with caution, ensuring that public safety, legal compliance, and diplomatic protocols are maintained.
I'm trying to say to the South African public, the host community, especially the kingdom, that we are sorry for the consequences that have played out, especially the loss of properties, the disturbance of peace, and maybe the feelings. I mean, this is about sensibilities, the feelings of people being undermined. We regret that. It is not in our nature. It is not our way of doing things. We're a very peaceful, loving nation.
At this stage, there has been no official confirmation of any disruptions, security incidents, or formal engagements directly linked to the alleged protest at the Nigerian High Commission. Law enforcement agencies are continuing to monitor the broader situation and have urged members of the public to remain calm and avoid actions that could escalate tensions. Officials have also warned against the spread of misinformation, particularly on social media, where unverified claims can quickly gain traction and influence public perception. Community leaders and observers have called for restraint, dialogue, and responsible communication as the situation continues to develop. They have emphasized the importance of relying on verified information and avoiding conclusions based solely on unconfirmed reports. The issue remains sensitive as it touches on multiple areas, including law, culture, governance, and international relations. At this time, it is expected that further clarity will emerge through official statements, either confirming or addressing the reports currently circulating. Izwi Newsroom Africa will continue to monitor this developing story closely and will provide updates as soon as verified information becomes available. This concludes our report. For now.